Greetings and welcome everyone. On today's episode, I'm really hoping, today's episode is 24 by the way, I'm really hoping we can get to a bucket. Really trying to get to a bucket today, and let's just have some fun and see what we can do today. I made a few more wooden basins to help us out here a bit, to get us going, so that we can finish up some of this glue that we're going to need. And I'm just going to fill these up real quick. And then we will get started making some of this rice stuff here real quick. So we got enough in all of it here. So each of them need a salt. Like so. And then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then spin everybody. Okay, so we'll add some more water to the one that's missing some water. There we go. And then of course spin again. This is a fast way to make dough, I think. Just keep spinning. There it is. We have some dough. Makes dough pretty quick. So what I'm going to do here real quick is I'm going to make as much dough as I can. And then I'll be right back. I need to figure out a faster way to do this. But this is pretty fast, I think, in and of itself. But I'll be right back. That was pretty fast. We're already on the last one. Making this is pretty easy. When you have 5 of them running at the same time, it works pretty fast. And there we go. Got the last of the rice dough. Now the next step is pretty much just going to be mixing this like so. You're going to take it here. You're going to put your rice dough like so. And that's how you'll get your rice ball. It's not very efficient, but it will be a good filler until we get the leather from the cows up and running. So, it'll work. That's all that really matters. But I just wanted to show you guys and demonstrate to you guys how we did that. I'm going to finish these up, and then I'll be back. Well, there you go. I got all those made. Now I just wanted to put up our drying racks here. I think there's a good place for them here. There we go. Just pretty much going to put them up wherever we can. As long as they don't interfere with stuff, we'll be fine. There we go. That's plenty of drying rack space for when we go to do leather. We got quite the basin set up for it as well. Very nice. Let's go put our stuff back, and we are going to start working on our actual project for the day, which is making a bucket. So, to make a bucket, we're going to need to make a few things first and get a few things set up. And as you know, the hemp fiber mechanical process has been going over there for a bit. We'll go and check it out as soon as we drop off this stuff. Drop off the water bottles. We have our rice slime balls now, which is pretty nice. And we'll put our dough next to our flour. Very nice. Let's head out. I modified the setup a little bit so that it'll actually catch them now. Works out pretty well. I got quite a few stacks, and it may or may not be done yet. I do not know. There's so much going on there. Let's see. Nope, it's still going. Huzzah! So what we want to do now is I'll put this extra axle on because we're going to be putting another machine on there because we need a sawmill. So let's look it up. It's not too difficult to make, I don't think. It's got a few parts that'll be a little bit tricky, but nothing that we can't handle. So let's see here. We're going to need that flint saw blade, which is going to be one of the first components we're going to try to get. We're also going to need a leather belt, 2 copper gears, and bronze gear. Then, of course, 2 planks of any kind. So I got some flint here already ready to go. I just need a place to smash it on. So let's go over here and let's see what we can find. We'll make some flint flake real quick. We'll be able to get all that we need, I think, just from this one. Okay, so we got 5 on us. Don't remember how many we need. Let's check here. We need 4. Worked out pretty well. So let's go over here and let's start hammering out the plates I think we're going to need for these gears. We're going to need some tin ones, we're going to need some bronze ones, we're going to need some copper ones. So let's look at this here real quick. The copper ones are just copper around stones. Pretty simple and straightforward. The bronze one is also stone with bronze plates. Very nice. That's going to make things easier for me. And so is the tin. So what we're looking at right now is 8 copper, I think, which we're going to need to get some more copper, which isn't a problem. We're going to need 4 tin, and we're going to need 4 bronze, like so. So let's go in here and let's grab a little bit more of our copper that we have. Let's grab our little hammer here. And we're going to take this stuff to town just like we should. Okay. So let's put our copper on there first. It'll give us the few we need. Because we need more of copper than anything else. And that's typically the case. And we'll just hammer all these out. And there's the last one. Simple and easy. May have done extra on the copper, but I'm sure it'll be okay. Okay, so let's put our hammer back here. Let's look at the recipes we need. We need to make those stone gears, which I think, if I remember correctly, is going to require the gears for the wooden portion of it. So we may end up using our rice slime balls here. So we're going to need some sticks for this. And I heard something. Where are you at, buddy? There you guys are. Now you guys can jump over that opening, huh? Well, you're not going to survive, even though we can. It's okay. Here we go. Done and done. You guys didn't make it very long. That's okay. Bones, head, and hide. Done. Okay, we were going out here to check on some planks. Plenty. Let's use some of these though. We're trying to switch over fully to the birch, but we'll see what happens. Let's eat real quick. Okay. Looking at our gears that we're going to need. So for starters, we need at least 4 stone. So that means we'll need 4 of these ones here. We are missing the glue. It does require specifically glue. So let's see here. Let's grab another hide. Got some pig hides. That'll give us the 4th one we need. So let's let it convert that one real quick. And then we'll be ready to go. So let's see, what else do we need here? The leather belt's going to be pretty easy. It's going to be leather cordage with a slime ball of some sort. So let's just cut up a piece of leather here. We've got our work blade. We've got 1 piece of cordage there already. So let's see here. Can't remember how many we get. We got 9 of those out of that, but we got to make cordage out of it. Which I think requires string, if I remember correctly. I think we have a touch left. A string, yep. So let's see, leather cordage here is going to be just like that. Perfect. So we needed what, 4, and we have a spare one in here. Very nice. Let's put our string back, and we'll be ready to go. Because I bet you our glue is ready. It sure is. Let's go in here and we'll make the few things we need, like this one. And then let's start with our gears. Whoops. If I could just click in the right spot here. There we go. Now we have our 4 gears. Now let's make our 4 stone gears here. Pretty simple. And now let's start making our individual gears. We're going to start with the tin gear. Then we'll move on to the bronze gear. And then finally our 2 copper gears. There we go. Oh, I guess I didn't put all the plates down. There we go. Okay, so let's go up here. We're going to drop off that last copper plate here. There we go. That we accidentally made. Now we should have almost everything we need to be able to make this sawmill. Oh, we got to turn this one. There we go. Now we made the flint saw blade. We have the extra planks. And now we have a sawmill. I'm going to demonstrate how this works. That was a nice little rest. Let's head out over here. Now, we have a few pieces of birch on us to be able to use for this experiment. There we go. Saw blade is working. And all the noise it makes. So, Put it up there, it cuts it. It's that simple, that fast. That's why you have to have like hoppers below it, because it will just spew them all over the place. That's not a bad setup. It works. So now we have 14 of those. That's what we needed here. Okay, so we can make our regular stuff like our item rack and our drying racks and whatnot. But we can also use it to make our wind sails. We can also use it to make fencing, trap doors, signs, regular doors. We can use it to make chests even, I guess. That's a much more efficient way to make chests. May have to look into that. We can also use it to make the screw pump, which I'm not entirely sure what that is, but it's something I probably should look up. And a birchwood bench, whatever that is. That looks pretty neat. And then of course we can use it to make the clutch box, which I'm not entirely sure what that is. I'm assuming it's what's required if you're going to extend out your gearbox. And then you also have a chute. That's neat. That'll be something that we'll have to look into. And then of course we got the wooden box and the crushing tube. Man, there's a lot we can use this stuff for. A barrel and a bellows. But this is the most important one. The turntable right here. We're going to need to make another copper gear to be able to make this part. So let's go. Grab that. And we'll be able to do what we need to do. Where did my berries go? There they are. I don't know how they got mixed up. Okay. So, we need another copper gear. And so it worked out that we made that plate. So then we're just going to take 3 of these. We'll have that 4th one real quick. Grab our hammer real quick. And we'll be able to mash these up. And make that gear we need. Okay, so we got the pieces we need here. We have the stone. We should have everything we need except for a piece of glue. We're going to need to make another piece of glue. Good thing I have a few extra animals here, and the cows will be ready soon. In fact, I should be able to rebreed them, and I'll do that here after a bit. So let's see, what did I go that way for? Oh, what else do we need here? Not for the saw blade, for the turntable. Look it up. Okay, for the turntable, we need the axle, which we have. We're going to need 4 pieces of stone, and those slanted slabs. What are they called? Birchwood siding. We're going to need that. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we have enough of that. This should be getting close to being done, yep. And we'll have our gear, and we'll be able to work on it and get it done. Shouldn't take any time at all. And there we go. Got our glue. Very nice. So then we need to make the gear. I can never remember how to make this, the initial step of the gear here, but shouldn't be a problem. I can make stone siding. Okay, I got to look into that at some point. Don't get distracted. Always getting distracted because there's so much to do. So many possibilities and ways to do it too. And I'm okay with that. I can sit here and just create all day. Okay, so we got our gear, got all our items, and we now have the turntable. We've made that advancement. Let's check on it. We've only got one thing left to do. And it's on our bucket list. Yes, it says bucket list. That was kind of cheesy. But it works. So, use the turntable to shape a clay bucket and cook it in the kiln. Okay, so let's see how we do this here. Because I've been waiting for this. To be able to move water. Are you serious? Yes, I'm serious. We've needed to be able to move water for a while. Okay, so how come it's not showing up here to be able to... Well, let's set this down and see if it gives us like a recipe to work with. That's weird. Interesting. I wonder if we just put it on top or whatever. Let's grab some clay and let's test this out. I wonder if I can make a porcelain bucket. That'd be pretty neat. I don't know if I'm supposed to use a single piece of clay or if I'm supposed to use a block of clay. This is going to be something we're going to have to experiment with. And I'm not sure how the turntable needs to be set up for this whole thing. We may have to take our spot up there. Shouldn't be too difficult. We'll build up to there. So let's go here. And let's make this our way up. So let's see here. We're here now. Should be done. It is. And we can't touch that because the hopper's in the way, but that's fine. So let's move this out of the way here. And yes, you can pick them up. I only figured that out by accident due to the whole 100 dimension problem that I have. Okay, so now we have this one. I'm not sure how it works. Can we just put the clay on top? Oh, we can. I'm not sure how we use this, but that is pretty freaking sweet. I can't put another piece on just yet. I don't see the mechanical power doing much. Do I have to spin it or something? I guess not. Maybe I use a block here. Let's try a block. If I just have to break it. It's no big. Ooh, I can't remake the block. Let's see here. I think you gotta press to remake the block. So the millstone will give me that stuff. Let's see here. So I need to pack it to get it that way. Dry it to make the thing that I dried, or kiln. Okay. So let's reread what we said here. Just to double check and reiterate how to make this unfired bucket. So, craft a turntable, connect to the bottom. Connect the bottom with mechanical power and place a block on top of it to begin shaping. Okay, use a turntable to shape a clay bucket and cook it in the kiln. Okay, so let's try to put this on here. Can we put any block on there? Okay, we put a block on there. And then use the turntable to shape. Whoops, we fell down. Oh, we just got cut up by the saw blade. We gotta be careful, I guess. Oh, we just lost a piece of clay. I think it fell down here. Yep, sure did. And then spin it. Craft a turntable. Connect the bottom with mechanical power, which we did. We do have that. Place a block on top and to begin shaping. This is definitely interesting. Is it losing mechanical power? I don't think it is. I think it's powered. Let's go up there and try again. So all it lets me do is shift this. This is interesting. This is weird. I'm gonna have to go check this out and figure out what I'm doing wrong here, and then I'll be back as soon as I can figure this out. So I figured it out. You need to make an unfired barrel extension and then put it on there and spin it. Let's give it a try. Took me a little bit of searching to figure it out, but I think I've got it. So let's see here. We're gonna need 2 more pieces of clay. And then we'll put this thing together and throw it in there. Throw it on there, I guess you could say. And see what it does. It can't hurt to experiment, right? I just wish it would have told me somewhere, so I wouldn't have to go search. But it's all good. I figured it out in the end anyway, I think. doing something, I think. I see little particles. There we go. Unfired clay bucket. That's exactly what we wanted right there. Bam! So now that we got that, we can go cook it in the kiln and have a clay bucket. And then not only will we accomplish our goal for today, if I can get it off here. How do I get it off? But we will also... Got it. We will also be able to move water. And that will allow us to move our water wheel and continue. I can't imagine being able to move water now. This is going to be pretty intense. So let's drop it in there and let's just wait. And it looks like it's done now. We now have a clay bucket. So we can't use it for hot liquids, even though we'll transport it. Oh, there we go. Advancement obtained. Now we've finished this tree and we are that much closer to being able to finish all that is required for this advancement. Now, this is going to be pretty sweet because we really only have a couple things left, I think, before we get into H2. And then we have, of course, the few things I would like to finish up to be able to end it all. But we're making progress, and progress is always good. So, let's see what we can do here. We have our clay bucket. I just have to make sure that it works. I can't help myself. We're going to go make sure that it pulls water. And we're going to go make sure that it doesn't break when I put it back. So go out here, grab from our infinite supply of water, drop it in there. We now have a bucket. This is cause for celebration right here. We needed this quite a bit. So now, the plan from here is, right, and I think you guys will be excited about this, I'm going to move the water wheel. And I'm going to move it right now so that we can have the clay. Hopefully we can get the clay inside the little clay turntable just because it looks neat and I think it would be interesting to use it. I don't know for how much, but what I want to do is I'm going to put a small pond here that I think flows into the water wheel and gets us our power down there. So I'll use the aqueducts to do that, and you guys just hold on and I'll be right back as I work on that. So just give me a minute. So just wanted to show you guys the progress of the aqueduct so far. I'm getting this in place quite nicely, and to me it's looking really good. I got the water wheel in place already for the movement of our stuff. It was spinning a moment ago. I'll have to figure out why it's not spinning anymore. I must have messed it up while placing blocks. It takes quite a bit of time to get these dried bricks in place. So I'm just getting this stuff all up and running and in place, and it's looking nice. And when I get it finished, I'll be back. I just wanted to give you guys an update to see how it's looking. So dawn is finally breaking, and I finally just got most of it finished. The aqueduct up here looks really nice. I managed to shape it out with some nice dried bricks and stairs. And I'll go downstairs and show you the bottom of it. It looks really, really nice. I'm really pleased with how the build turned out. And I think it'll work out really well once we start adding in the machines to it. But I columned it up and dressed it up real nice, and you got the water flowing through here. Look at that, it's a beautiful day. It accents it really nicely, and what I want to do is bring the axle inside, which shouldn't be too much of a problem. I think that's what the gearbox will allow me to do. I'll be able to extend it out. I'll just run it up underneath here, and what I want to do is I want to put the turntable right here inside the house. It can operate with these guys right here without a problem. And I'll probably put the millstone right out here somewhere, and then the sawmill right off the side of the building or something neat. So I think we have quite the potential to be able to work with here, and we're gonna run with it. So I'll see you guys once I get those machines set up now that we got the build in place. So while I was going through here making stuff, I discovered something. If you take the let's start from scratch here. If you take a birch or any type of plank and throw it at the sawmill, you're going to get the birch siding. And if you take the birch siding, you're going to get these little, what are they called? Moldings. And if you take the moldings, you're going to get these little itty bitty pieces, I think called corners or something like that. Yeah, wood corner. And if you take those and throw them at the saw blade, you straight up get wooden gears. No more need for glue. We got the sawmill. This is pretty awesome. Just wanted to show you guys that as I was continuing to work towards this. I was over there making glue because I thought I needed glue, but you don't need glue. We got wooden gears now. It's a pretty easy setup. So, and I think right there is where I'm going to call it. Because I got to put all this together and run it all underground and stuff, and you guys will see it at the beginning of next episode for sure. But I want to thank you guys again for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.